Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've been gone for like 2 months. Um, why? Because I'm lazy. But we're gonna implement a new game into this channel. Probably gonna start doing visual novels a lot because they're fun and why the fuck not? But without further ado, we will now be playing Dr. Frank's Build a Boyfriend. So, a little side information about this. I have been recording this for the past 2 days, and every time I recorded, something was wrong. So hopefully this time goes well. Once upon a time, in the treacherous mountain hillsides of Ganil, there lived a wondrous, amazing, and most incredible scientist named Dr. Frank. And yes, he was a doctor. He finished like half of both his doctorates before he got kicked out. That totally counts. So can everyone lay off about this? Anyway, the super awesome Dr. Frank spent his days toiling away at his research, pursuing his lifelong dream of bringing people back from the dead. If it wasn't for any sentimental reason, there wasn't some long-lost loved one he wanted to bring back or anything. No, this was for a much more noble pursuit, the aim of advancing mankind's scientific knowledge. And yet, it was the same research that caused the local villagers and even the weak-minded university men to fear him. Because they were stupid and jerks, and they couldn't possibly understand the sheer genius of Dr. Frank's work. But no matter, for the genius doctor was honor of most critical research, even if it meant he was completely alone. Okay, he wasn't totally alone. It's the same. He was the finest assistant and he keeps asking for raises. But the point is, one day, a knock came at the door. One day, a sudden, I said it the same way twice. And the scientist opened it to find a beautiful man with a radiant glow standing there. In his heart, he felt a strange, a previously unknown feeling began to form as the man opened his mouth and said, "Yo, what up? Name's Dominic. You're that freak that got let anybody talk to me like that. You're not gonna pull up to my crib and insult me." It was like an angel had been sent to meet him. I'm sorry, I just lost all thing to read. And now the angel was asking about his research. No matter what Dr. Frank did, he couldn't stop his heart from pounding. The good doctor invited the man in, and they quickly got to know each other. Ooh. And as the days passed and the man's visits grew longer and longer, their relationship also grew into something romantic. Dr. Frank had never given his heart to anyone before, but maybe for him, maybe for this man named Dominic. 3 months later, I never want to see another beautiful boy again. Dr. Frank, are you still in there? No one is here to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone. The door opens and my assistant Iggs walks into my room. I try to bury myself further into the sheets, hoping that maybe he won't see me. Instead, he rudely opens the blinds. It's been a week, Dr. Frank. So, I can be sad as long as I want. I just lost the love of my life. Frank, I feel like the voices should be more different because they kind of sound similar. Frank. Doctor? He waves his arms in the air out of frustration. Look, I know he meant a lot to you. I mean, he was your first, right? And no one likes being dumped, especially when it was so out of the blue like that. But sitting in your room all day crying into your bed sheets isn't gonna help you recover. You need to leave me alone. He said I was cute. I was in love. He was my boyfriend. You couldn't possibly know what I'm going through. Actually, Dr. Frank, I've gone through a fair share of breakups myself. You do know how I'm at. So yes, I think I do know what you're. How could you say that to me? My love was special, unique. It wasn't like your love. It was destiny. I roll further into my blankets, breaking my sight line with his egregious interloper. I don't get paid enough for this. Dr. Frank! He starts to pull the blanket from off the bed, against which I double my rolling efforts to keep him at bay. I didn't come in here to fight with you. Can you stop? We have a problem. I can feel his grip loosen, and I peek my head out from the blanket cocoon to look at him. He's holding a piece of paper in his hands with a weird look on his face. I tentatively grab at it and start reading. Tomorrow's the Hindenburg University conference. You know, the one people travel from all over the country to see. Well, the conference schedule was posted today. And what the hell is this? Right in front of me in plain letters is Returning a Breakthrough Study by Dominic Nylon. I should have made that cute. Resurrection. But that's my research. But it's Dominic presenting it? This can't be right. He wouldn't be presenting my research and under his own name. I tried to tell you last week that I noticed him leaving with some folders the day he dumped you, but you were too busy crying into a gallon tub of ice cream to listen. No, this couldn't. That asshole. First he breaks my heart and dumps me out of the blue. And even after he called me babe. I mean, how could he say that and then do this? He takes my research, my baby, and now he's presenting it to those jerkwads at Heidelberg University like they hadn't rejected my same exact proposal years previous. Why did he get accepted while I was kicked out? Well, your thesis project did bite the headmaster's hand clean off, Dr. Frank. It was one time. Nigga. Whatever. That's not important right now. What's important is that Dominic is about to claim my research as his own. Maybe even. Maybe this is his plan all along. I mean, we were soulmates. I just knew we were. But now, I don't know. I crumpled the paper in my hands, writhing with angst. There's no way I'm gonna let him get away with this. That asshole ruined my life. He's taken my baby, my research. I throw the blanket off of me, leaping to my feet. Iggs? Yes, Doctor? Get the shovel. I'm going to show that asshole what happens when you piss off a scientist. This is getting good. Later that night. Frank? Doctor? Dr. Frank, I'm pretty sure this is legal. I look up at him, holding a particularly interesting specimen in my hand. Does this look like the arm of a hot boy to you? This is illegal. A lightning strike touches down a good whiles off, as if to exaggerate this statement. No one is using these, it's fine. We are desecrating graves. I mean, I've helped you with a lot of your crazier experiments, but this is where I draw the I throw the arm I'm holding up to him, quickly climbing out of the grave. So yeah, maybe there's a chance this isn't completely legal, but this is a historical moment, Ix. If we're gonna create the first artificial life form and show up that asshole and those idiots at the university, we can't skimp on anything. We're not just making the world's first artificial human life form here. We're pushing the boundaries of human capability. We're going to create the world's hottest boy. And then Dominic will take one look at him and realize he was a fool for leaving me, and an even bigger fool for taking my research, because now I have someone even hotter than him. How honorable, Dr. Frank. Iggs appears to be trying to find the perfect position to hold the specimen up with the least amount of bodily contact. So you see, people who advance the boundaries of human capability were never stopped by silly things like laws. Now quick, I heard that Mr. Lance had a pretty big penis we can use. That. Suddenly, something moves in the underbush. What was that? Hey, watch what you're doing. You almost dropped our precious spoils. But don't you hear that, Dr. Frank? I think there's something. Again, a noise breaks from behind us. Well then, hurry up and find that penis. Dr. Frank, behind you. I quickly spin around and a sudden ominous feeling in the pit of my stomach. There's a man I've never seen before standing there. I'm sorry, was I disturbing something? Oh, no. I step back into Iggs, hoping that the stranger can't see any of our souvenirs. I'm so sorry, it was his idea, and I punch him quickly before he can say anything stupid. This causes him to recoil, and the arm we had been arguing over not a few minutes earlier lands on the ground with a loud thud. Lard. Keep saying lard. The man takes a clear look at what's dropped on the ground and looks back at me. What was his idea? The man takes a step closer to us. I quickly position myself in front of the dropped arm, holding my breath. Higgs, you're so funny. You're such a kidder. Wow, it just sure is cold out of here all of a sudden. Well, we should be going now. I grab our bag of loot and dash away as fast as my legs can take me. Iggs yelling after me to slow down. It was nice to meet you, Dr. Frank. I don't know why I gave him that voice, but I did. If I get arrested, I'm suing you. I dumped the bag's contents under the table, body parts falling out and bouncing off the floor. I said I'm going to sue you. I think we have just enough. Dr. Frank, do we even need all of these? Why did you take so many to begin with? Iggs, we're making art here. We can't just use any body part we find. We must only use the absolutely most beautiful pieces. I pick up some arms to take a closer look. Like these. See, they're absolutely gorgeous. Look at that keratin. Actually, it's not as beautiful as the one you dropped, but I suppose you're right. They're beautiful enough. You say that as if I dropped it on my own free will and not because someone punched me. Now where did we put the... Shoot. I turn to look at my assistant. You have a problem. Like how we just desecrated dozens of graves, hacked off and stole some family members' body parts, and then we're spotting to do so? Well, no, not that. I pause, unsure of how to say this. We didn't grab any... You know. I gesture downwards shyly, hoping he'll get the reference. I have no idea what you're trying to say. Dick! We didn't grab any dicks! Oh. Well, this is terrible. We even had the perfect specimen with Mr. Lance's penis. How am I supposed to make Dominic jealous of me now? Dr. Frank, do you honestly think that is what's going to make Dominic jealous of you? Yes. We need to go back. Absolutely not. He blocks my exit, making sure I can't retrieve any other body parts. We don't have time for this. Fine, we need to, I hate saying this. I'll just improvise. I don't like where this is going. It's fine. It's totally fine. We're still making something beautiful here. We just need to be creative. Let our creative juices flow. Now let's just see. Guys. So I'm gonna stop the video here, and tomorrow we will build our boyfriend. Thank you guys for being so patient with me and my channel. I know I've been gone a lot, but I promise that this will not be a frequent thing. I will be here, I will upload, I will do everything in my power to make sure to give you guys the best content that I can give you. So thank you guys for watching. If you are not subscribed today, please subscribe. Join the fetus army. You know, it's a great thing. So yeah, make sure you like that like button and comment in that comment section. And yeah, subscribe in that subscribe button. And I'll see you next time. Bye.